First thing I can say is today has been a better day than most other days. Still not the greatest, but it's been a little bit better today. And I mean, basically from yesterday till today, because it's still basically the morning right now. It's 9:02 a.m. And I work overnight, so my days are just like really kind of mixed up. I don't know. But anyway, what happened today is I talked to one of my coworkers about how I feel depressed, about my depression. My situation is right now I'm staying with my aunt. I have an aunt that I'm staying with, and my aunt is pretty cool. My uncle's pretty cool. I have a cousin, she's pretty cool. And I mean, everybody's just really, everybody's okay. But when I was at work last night, I worked from 10 p.m. and I got off at 6 a.m., but then they needed help. And so I told them that I would stay. And one of my coworkers asked me, "Oh, why you want to stay at work? Like, why you always want to stay at work?" And I'm like, because I am literally so depressed when I go home. And like, it's like as soon as I hit the door, like just depression. And not that I'm not feeling depressed at work, but I can't really focus on it as much as I can when I'm at home because at home I feel like alone and I don't really talk to anybody and nobody really talks to me, and it just feels so sad, and I really don't know how to explain it. And earlier today, one of my coworkers dropped me off at home. And so she got to see where I live. And I live in a really nice house. It's really, really, really nice. And this is the same coworker that I was talking to about me being so sad and how I'm always so down and how I always feel so lonely and I feel like I don't have anybody or anything, and I just feel like so down on myself. And she told me, when we pulled up to my house, she's like, "Why you feel so sad and you live in that big house? Your house must have 5 rooms." I was like, "Yeah, the house has 5 rooms. It has, I think, 4 bathrooms in here." But she was like, "I would be happy. I'd be so happy if I lived in a house like that. I'll be so happy. Even if it wasn't my house, I would be happy because a lot many people get to live in a nice house like that." And it's like, and then I started to think like, okay, I mean, to a certain extent, maybe she's right. And she is right. Like, I am very grateful for where I live right now because I moved from a situation where somebody was basically beating me and raping me and just being really abusive to me and controlling, and it was really bad. And so, yes, I feel very lucky that like my aunt told me that I can come and stay with her, and she lives in a really nice neighborhood and she lives in a really, really nice house. Like, I mean, like upper class. So, I mean, and I'm not really used to it. Honestly, I'm used to a lower class, not even middle class, just lower class, like basically the ghetto. So, I mean, and a lot of people would think, oh, if you come from the ghetto and you and I live in a house like this, then, oh, I should be happy. I should be so grateful and I should be so, you know, But it's really not like that. And I mean, I honestly feel like really depressed. Like most of the time, I feel very, very sad and very lonely and just really bad, to be honest. And so when my coworker was saying that to me, it was just I don't even know how to take it, because on the one hand I should be grateful. I should be grateful, and I am grateful that like where I live, it's, I'm comfortable and I don't have to worry about getting shot, which is like so true for where I used to live. I don't have to worry about getting shot, or I don't have to worry about people on the corner or drugs or anything like that. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, which I had been exposed to that type of stuff for a long time. And, even we're not even going to get into it, but that had been my life for a long time. And so, yeah, it's better. It's better. It's a better environment. And you would think I would thrive. You would think, but I don't. And I really don't. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I am, I'm just so down all the time, and I'm so sad all the time, and I just don't know. And I really do beat myself up because of it, because I should be happy and I should be grateful and I should be, but at the end of the day, it's not mine. It's not my own place. I don't have a place to call my own. I mean, if you want technically speaking, I'm homeless, because I mean, my aunt wants me to leave. She wants me to leave. Not because she's mad at me or anything, but I mean, there is a deadline. You can't just stay somewhere and you just, live off somebody. I mean, and it's very understandable. I mean, I didn't think that this was going to be a forever type situation, but yeah. So, I mean, I always had that in the back of my mind from day one since I got here, that was going to be the situation. And I'm like, okay, I need to get myself prepared, because I don't want to end up back in a shelter or back with somebody abusive like I was before. And so I, but I mean, just the thought of knowing that this is not mine, this is not forever, is like, that's really stressful and that's really depressing, because I mean, it just seems like that's my whole life. Like, it's like nothing is forever. To me, for me, it's like people aren't forever, friends aren't forever, people that you're dating aren't forever, people who you think love you aren't forever. For me, nothing is forever. People will come into your life and you'll think, oh, this person cares about me, this person loves me, and not necessarily a partner or somebody that you're with, but like anybody. Like, it could be a mother figure, it could be a father figure, it could be anybody, a friend, anybody. And it seems like most of those people that come into my life are really just there to get something from me, and then they end up leaving. And that's just kind of my reality, and that's what I always expect. And that's probably the reason why I don't have any friends right now, is because I mean, that's what keeps happening. It just like, when they find out I don't have anything else to offer or anything that they can get from me, then they just kind of vanish. And I would think that there are people in the world who are like me, which I mean, me, when I love somebody, I love them unconditionally. Like, when I care about you, I care about you no matter what. And I will always stick by you no matter what you do, no matter how much money you make and what you have and what you don't have. Like, I will always stick by you. And I feel like the friends that I've had have not been like that at all. I had one friend tell me, oh, when I was living in the shelter, she wasn't talking to me. She was like, she just would like kind of blow me off and stuff, like just blow me off, didn't want to talk to me or anything like that. But then when I started working and I had got a car and, I was doing really well, she was like, "Oh, yeah, I wasn't hanging out with you because you weren't doing anything, but now you